Welcome, new people. I see some new names. Awesome. Or maybe not new, maybe new to me.
Perfect. Let me share my screen. Awesome. And then Megan, if you could just give me a thumbs up if you can hear the audio in a sec.
Thank you for attending this Connect Together event. During this event, we have automatic closed captioning available. Please go to the bottom of the Zoom meeting, click Live Transcript, and then Show Subtitles to turn them on. Before we begin, we'd like to take a quick moment to let you know how you can join an opinion research panel made specifically for British Columbians living with disabilities.
For 25 years, the Disability Foundation has been fostering meaningful experiences for Canadians with disabilities through outdoor recreation, social connectedness, innovative adaptive devices, and more. Today we are asking, how has the pandemic affected you? Help strengthen decision makers' understanding of your needs and experiences by joining an online opinion research panel consisting solely of people with disabilities and their caregivers. Make a difference in your community today. The Disability Foundation. Reimagine what is possible.
Did you know? Young adults with disabilities have a harder time getting hired. Break down barriers by sharing your story. Take our survey.
Great. And then off to you, Megan.
Awesome. Thank you. And we're still coming in with people. That's great. All right. Hello, everybody. Megan here with Ocean Rehab and Fitness and partnering with ConnecTogether through Disability Foundation. And super happy to be here today. My face has not been here for a few weeks. The lovely Sierra has been teaching, and I hope it's been awesome. But I am back. So sorry for those of you that preferred Sierra. I promise you'll get her back in the future. Welcome. So today our theme is going to be breath work, and we're going to do a mini theme in that as well. And then we're going to do some rowing and some rotation work. So lots of trunk, lots of rotating, which is something we do in life. So very functional. Rowing for posture. We row in almost every workout that I do with you, I should say. And that's mostly just because of the seated position most of us tend to be in for a lot of the times, even if you're ambulatory. We tend to sit a lot. So definitely going to target that. Those posterior chain muscles are super important. And so we're going to really focus on that today. Before we dive in, let's look at what we need. So some type of band. I just have one, but if you have a couple bands, we're going to do some lighter, like some tinier little shoulder stabilizer muscle work. So a lighter band would be good. But then for the rowing, you might want a little bit of a heavier band. So go ahead and have those handy. I know some of us already have them all set up on our door. That's great. So have a few of those. I don't see anybody in here that needs assistance with grip too much to where they don't already have a system. But if you don't have handles on your bands and you need some grip help, you can always do the loop and make like a wrist loop. Okay, or even here. Some people find this is a little bit more reinforced, okay? So I'll let you take a moment to do that if you need it. I'm gonna demonstrate with a weight today, but this can be, sometimes I use like a weighted ball. It can be like what I'm doing, a dumbbell. It can be a light ball. We could do no weight. Totally up to you. We are going to be doing some core work with this, some of our rotating core work and reaching. So lighter the better, I would say, for right now. And if you have an option, and because you're not sure what we're doing yet, I would have the light option and then have something around, I don't know, 2 to 3 pounds if you want as an alternative, depending on where we're at, okay? Have that, we only need one. And then our trusty dowel, okay? So a nice long dowel should be comfortable to hold. Wider than your shoulders is the only piece of this that I really require to be consistent across the board. And make sure that if it's grippable, so if it's too slippery or something, go ahead and put gloves on, whatever it is you need to do to be able to have a nice grip. Okay, so we're going to get into some breathing here. So you can put everything aside. Okay, we're going to sit up nice and tall. So sometimes I go through a bit of a routine at the beginning of just explaining what tall means, because it can be different things. So if you have a lot of dump in your chair, so if you sit and we're a bit like this, we need to get situated and get a little higher. So this would be way too big for probably anybody in here watching, unless you're on a couch like I am. But this would be good for me, right? To sit and then I have that nice tall posture. So for you, it might be a pillow, it might be a chip foam yoga block, it might be a purple yoga block, but get something behind you just so that we can get a little bit tall. We shouldn't feel those shoulders rounding at all. Okay. And having said that, if you have compromised trunk, we don't want to get too tall to where you're straining your neck to stay upright. Okay, so find it where you can maintain this posture for quite a while, and there's nothing going on up in here or too hard to balance. Okay, so once you've found that position, we are going to sit, keep that tall seat, roll those shoulders back slightly, chin slightly tucked, and I want everybody to just be brave and shut your eyes. Okay, and I'll do it too. So the energy I'm getting from a lot, not everybody, but a lot of people today is a little bit of concern and worry and uncertainty, I think is the right word. There's a lot going on many different levels for many of us right now, and there's a lot of uncertainty. And so by being here, showing up, bringing yourself inward and noticing what's happening in your body can help us just bring us back to that present moment. When you're in the present moment, we don't have any worry about anything, because worry means you're worrying about the past, the future. So if we can just bring ourselves in now, look inward, feel inward, and just pay attention to your breathing. I haven't instructed you on how to breathe, and that's okay. I just want you to breathe how you would normally breathe without me instructing. So let's just take 10 breaths here. Okay, however you would normally breathe. Some of you are probably going to go default and go into what I want for breathing because you've taken my class. That's okay. But if you are new and you're not sure, just breathe how you normally breathe. I just want you to notice. Notice the tempo. Are you breathing in through your nose? Maybe you're breathing in through your mouth. Are you breathing out through your nose? Or maybe you're breathing out through your mouth. There's no right or wrong, no judgment. Just be here. Ending our 10 breaths pretty soon. Okay, you don't need to open your eyes for this, but if you're not sure and you're new, you might want to look at me. So you're going to have your hand on your belly, 2 hands if you'd like, okay? And we're going to try and breathe into our belly. So this is called our diaphragm when we're breathing right into the deep belly. So instead of a nice big rise of the chest, which is what some of us might have done in our normal breathing, I want you to try and fill your belly. And it's not just here. We're filling our entire belly, like all the way around, even into our back body. So think into the back ribs. So on your inhale, I want you to feel your belly expand against your hand. And then on the exhale, nice and gentle, I want you to feel the belly fall. Okay, so focus like a big band around your low abdominals. Here we go. Inhale, everything expands. And then everything exhales, sinks in. Okay, shut your eyes if you'd like. If you're unsure, you can keep watching. Inhale. And exhale. We're doing 10 here. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, if your tempo is different than mine, that's totally okay. I just want you breathing. Okay, and just notice if this is different than what you did when you first came into this exercise, when I didn't give any cueing. Probably about halfway. Keep going at your own tempo. Not forgetting your posture. Okay, probably about 2 more here. And coming to an end. Okay, ending that, but we're not going to end breathing. We're going to try and hold and maintain that as we do some cat-cows. So we're going to round. This is the posture I told you not to do for the first part of the day today in our workout. Tuck the chin, exhale, and I want you to slowly round down all the way. For some of us, this might be our first movement session. For others, not. So we want to try and move nice and slow, really getting warm. Okay, slowly rolling up from there. Slowly rolling up, hands behind you, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets, reach your heart up to the ceiling. Nice. And we're going to reverse that again, tucking the chin, rounding in the spine. Please move nice and slow, especially if you know you have like low blood pressure or you get dizzy easily. Just move really nice and slow through all this. None of this is a race. Exhale down here. Inhale, slowly coming up. Nice. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, heart up to the ceiling, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Good. And again, we're doing 5 of these bad boys today. Tuck your chin, rounding in the spine. All the way down. Almost like you're going to look through behind your legs. Slowly rolling up on the next breath. And hands behind you, shoulder blades back into your pockets, heart up to the ceiling, lift. Good. 2 more, everybody. Tucking that chin, rounding in the spine. We might feel like we can get a little more range now. And maybe not, and that's okay. Slowly rolling up. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, heart to the ceiling, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Deep breath. We're doing 1 more than we normally would today, so a little bit more. Here we go. That extra one, nice and juicy. Tucking that chin. Rounding in the spine all the way down. Slowly rolling up. Last time with your extension. I love ending on extension because we're never in this position, ever. Takes effort. Good. And now we roll. So half head roll. We're making a half circle with the nose and end to the other side. Tucking the chin, rounding, end to the other side, and down, over, good, and again, good. Last 2, everybody. And now we're going to go straight up. So we're looking here, we go up, bottom jaw on the top, and then straight through center, tuck your chin, and then back to center. Good. Up, and tuck your chin, and up, and tuck your chin, and up. Good. 2 more, everybody. I forgot to tell you, for anybody that's new, if you have any questions or comments throughout this workout, please feel free to write in the chat and I'll answer it or acknowledge it as soon as I can. Okay, very important. I don't want anyone feeling lost or having questions and they're not sure how to adapt something. So please, please, please just let me know and I'd love to help you. And 7, I've been doing shoulder rolls. 8, assuming we're all watching. 9 and 10, and now we're going to reverse it going back. 1. Make sure it's just your shoulders here. So notice how I'm not doing like my hands, right? It's just my shoulders. And 7, 8, this is 9 and 10, and now we're going to reciprocate. So this one's going to come forward, roll as the other one goes back. Roll, roll. This might be easy for you dancers in here. Roll, 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 and then we go backwards. 1, 2, 3, good. Reciprocating. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hands up on our shoulders. If you need more stability, then just keep a hand down and we'll do one at a time for you, okay? So here we go. Both hands up. Elbows are going to make circles, not the shoulders. So elbows go up. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. This is 9. 10. We kiss. And other way. 1. And 2. And 3. 4. And 5. 6. 7. And 8. And 9. 10. Last time we're going to kiss. And now we're going to do our first rotation. So we're going to reach up and around, tap your shoulder, look over your shoulder, other side. Reach around, tap, other side. And reach around, tap, other side. And reach around, tap, and other side. And tap, and tap. Breathing, tap. If you exhale on your rotation, you're going to get a little more space. 2 more. 1. And we're going to end on the other side because I did that wrong. Good. All right, reaching up and over, up and over. This hand is going to go on something to support. And reach up and over, not to the ceiling. We're trying to reach to the other side of the room. Pulling up out of that bottom shoulder. Reach, make a big shape in space. Other side, reach. Something to support you. So my hand is on the couch. Reach up and over. This could be an armrest. Get that hand up and over. Showing your armpit to the ceiling. We don't want to be here. Up. Nice big stretch. Good. And again, reach. Up and over. Good. Reach, reach, reach. And again, up and over. And reach. We're going to do 2 more of these, everybody, as a group. Up and over, reach. And other side, up and over, reach. And excellent, good. Elbows are in, fingers are facing, or palms are facing each other. We're going to take those elbows open. 1, open 2, 3, 4, little brain teaser here, 5, and then 6. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is 2. And 5, and 6. And this is 3. Elbows are on a table here, so they're right in line with your shoulders or just below your shoulders to make that 90-degree angle. 1 more, everybody. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. All right, grab your light band. Okay. External shoulder rotations. We know this one. Okay, so we're going to come in. Elbows are in at your ribs. Palms are up. Okay, and I say light band depending on, some of us might not need the full light one, but this will be the lighter band that you're using. Okay, here we go. So elbows are in. Palms are up. I'm hitchhiking my thumbs out. I'm going to pretend like I have to keep my elbow in at my rib cage. So when I break the band outward, there should be very little extension in the elbows like that. They should stay in. Okay, here we go. And open. And 2. Okay, let's try 12 if we can today. 3. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Good. 9. Last 3. Get a little taller. I just reminded myself as well. 2. It's a hard job to stay tall and have good posture. It's not easy. It's something that we always have to think about. Okay, take the band down. So if you barely just here don't have a lot of range of motion just like this, you're not going to use a band. It could be because of spasticity, could be because of just fascial being stuck, the fascia being stuck. But what I want you to do is put something in here. If you are someone that can't open your legs very well, I want you to put something in your knees, and then I want you to work to try and let that object drop, and then you're going to bring it in. Okay, so Sydney, that might be you. Yeah, Mary, maybe. Okay, and then we're here. If you do need some extra resistance and you have that full range, we're going to add resistance. So you're going to take that semi-light band and you're going to tie a knot, or if you want to be like me, it's just quicker to hold it, but whatever's easiest. Sitting tall, hands on your waist, and we're going to open and do reps. Okay, so if you're trying to drop something in between your knees, go ahead and do that for anywhere from 10 to 20, depending on how easily you're dropping the object. Okay, if you're using a band, we're going to do 20. And 6. Good. Nice and tall. Posture does not change while we do this. There shouldn't be any like popping of the rib cage. Everything here just stays nice and long. And we're breathing. Good. 3 more here. 1. If you're at a different count than me, that's totally fine. 2. And 3, and then take a little break. Good. Okay, 1 more in this circuit. We're going to go back to the band. Grab your dowel. You can just set your band aside if you'd like. And we're just going to do some easy dowel rotations. But if we can, I want your arms straight out. Okay, so we're going to be rotating and rotating. Okay, and this is a time where we have no wiggle parties. So if I'm here, I'm not twisting. See how I'm twisting my hips to get that rotation? That's not me rotating my spine anymore. That's moving my entire pelvis, right? We're trying to get rotation in the thoracic area. So my feet are planted, no movement in the hips. Okay, if this is a stability thing and this causes this, you're going to keep the elbows in and you're going to go like this. Okay, just as good. Here we go. 20, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, rotate. And 2. And 3. Shoulders away from those ears. 4. Feeling solid in those feet. And 6. And 8. And 10. Awesome. And halfway. Keep that breath going. Stay tall. And again. And that was your 20. Okay, take a little rest. Get a sip of water if you need. And then we're doing all 3 of those again, starting with your band. All right, we should be getting pretty warm by now. I hope everybody's on the same page with that. Okay, here we go. So elbows in, nice and tall, show off a necklace, shoulders rolled back, make sure you're in that tall posture. It's all in the details. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Hitchhike out and away, see if we can do 12. Breathing. And this is 12. And take a little break from that. Good. Okay, now we are going to take the band. So same thing. If you found it pretty doable to have something in between your knees and drop them, if that was challenging enough, stay there. Otherwise, we're here with the band. Okay, if the band didn't feel challenging enough for you and you know that your posture was tall, try tightening it, or you can grab a thicker one. 20 reps though, I will say you don't need a whole lot. That's pretty high repetition, so if you have a pretty thick band on and you're doing 20 and you're still not feeling much, I would question your form. So if that's something that's happening, maybe reach out to me and we can talk about it. Okay, here we go. Nice and tall. 3, 2, and 1. Open. Okay, another tip I forgot to say on this. I hope not to over cue anyone, but if you're maybe one of the people that feels like, oh, this is like really easy, I feel like I could use like a crazy heavy band, make sure you're not pushing into your feet. You should be able to do this with nothing below your feet. Like if your feet were dangling above the surface of water, there should be no pressure. Your foot should not dip into the water. So it's all outer hips here, and see if that changes the intensity. Okay, if you're already like feeling it and you're good, then just ignore me. Don't worry about that. Something for everybody. Okay. We're at about 15. Try and get to 20 if you can. And we are done that. Beautiful. Oops, I actually did tie a knot and I didn't want to. Crazy. Okay, undo that. We're going to grab your dowel and do those rotations again. Arms straight if possible. Okay, here we go. 20 total. 3, 2, and 1. No wiggle parties in the hips. Feeling that solidness in the bottom of your feet. Try these belly breaths that we were doing with the exhale on the rotation. See how that goes. Halfway here. That's it. 2 more. And awesome. Good. Okay, we're only doing that circuit just the 2 times. Okay, now we're going to go into more. We're going to be doing 3 rounds of this next one. So just mentally prepare. Okay, dowel we're actually going to keep. So we haven't done really an overhead yet. So we're going to do an overhead with a rotation. Okay, so the dowel's here. We're going to go up overhead. You're going to keep the dowel overhead. Exhale, rotate to the other side, and then bring the dowel down. Okay, so we're up 1, rotate, and then bring it down. If this is crazy challenging for you, then I suggest going up one side only and then bring it down. And then on the next rep, go up and you can go to the other side. Okay? 10 total. Every time you take the dowel up is 1. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Up. Exhale, rotate, and then we bring it back. The dowel stays above your head. So no tipping forward. It's right above the crown of your head. Halfway. Shoulders might start to feel a little bit of work. That's good. Keep moving. One more, everybody. Almost there. And bring it down. Good. Okay, set that aside. Grab your band. We're going to do a banded row. So I'm going to hook the band around my foot or feet. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just going to hook it down like this, okay? And then I'm going to come back up to being tall. Okay, so nice, tall, hook it around your foot or feet or the bottom of something. If that's not doable for you, then we can just hold the band in your other hand and do a single arm row. I think the only person that might be doing that is like Sydney. Sydney, I think you know that one, right? So holding the band and just doing the single arm row like so, okay? Or you can come up to like a door if you're mobile enough and still can see me. Whoops. Okay, so this is, sorry, I didn't say which band, but I would probably recommend your heavier band for this one, for most of us, okay? So nice and tall, shoulders down and back, chin slightly tucked, and here we go. We're gonna row and release, nice. And we're taking those elbows back. Six, good. And 7, let's do 12 if we can. 8, 9, 12, and take a little break. Awesome. Okay, one more in this circuit. Grab your weight. I'm going to get the timer. We're doing rotations, kind of like the kayak action. Okay, so 1 minute here. Hold it whatever's best for your wrists. I'm going to demonstrate like so. This is also an option for some of us. Okay, and we're going to dip down into the water, kayak, and then dip down into the water. So this is just a way to get a little bit of a weighted rotation, okay? 1 whole minute. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and nice, everybody, keep going. If this gets fatiguing because you're using weight, you can always slow it down. You can always put the weight down and just do this motion. I asked some of you to have a lighter option. You can always switch out to the lighter option if you need to, okay? Keep moving though. I just don't want anyone to stop. So even if it means nothing in your hands or you're moving as slow as a snail, I still want you to move. Okay, you're almost there anyways. We have 10 seconds. 5, and time. Good. Okay, I'm going to time a break, 30 seconds, and then we're going to start getting ready for the next circuit. So it'll be about 45 seconds or so of your rest, okay? So we have a dowel exercise, up and over, right? Up, rotate, rotate, a seated banded row, and then our weighted kayaks. Questions, comments, anything in the chat, now's the time. All right, here we go. That was our 30. Same thing, hands extended, arms slightly wider than your shoulders. And 3, 2, and 1. We go up. And bring it down. Good. Up. Keep those shoulders away from those ears. Getting taller. Eight. Last one, everybody. Doing great. Make sure you're getting that dowel nice and high. And bring it down. Beautiful. Okay, set that aside. Get your band. I'm going to switch feet just because. Doesn't really matter. But hooking it around your foot or a feet or both feet even. Okay. Or we're doing a single arm row sitting tall. Okay, shoulders down and back. If you are doing the foot version like I'm showing, make sure when you row, just because it's coming from low, we're not rowing up like this, right? We're still going down and back. So I shouldn't see these shoulders come up. Okay, 12 reps. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. That's it. We're doing 12, 1, and 2, and that was my 12. Beautiful. Okay, set that band down. Go ahead and grab your weight. Weighted kayaks, or no weight, whatever you want to do. Okay. Here we go. 1 minute. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. Excellent. Keep that breath going. Really rotating. No wiggle parties in the hips. Feel your feet planted in the floor. You are over halfway. Keep moving. Getting taller. Five seconds, everybody. Breathe to the very end, and time. Awesome. Okay, timing that again. We are going to do a third round. Okay, so you're on the clock for a break, about 30 seconds. And then this will be our last round with this circuit. Pretty quiet out there. No one's got any comments. That's fine. I'm assuming we're all working too hard. It's great. Okay, that was your 30 seconds. So here we go. We're doing all of this again. So we have our dowel. This is your last round with this, okay? Grabbing your dowel, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders rolling back. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Up. Over halfway here. Two more, everybody. You can do it. Hang in there. Big exhale. Big exhale. Keep that dowel. Get it right up over your head if you can. And slowly come down. You're done with those for today. Beautiful. All right. Grab your band. We're doing our row. Doesn't matter what foot. If you're using one foot, if you're using two, even better. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. Here we are, 12 reps. 3, shoulders stay down. 2, and 1. Think of squeezing those shoulder blades behind your back. Nine. 2 more here. And you are done with those today. Go ahead and take the band away, just to this side. All right, 1 minute here, setting up the clock. So try and do what you've been doing for the first 2 sets, but worst case, you just go to a lighter weight, right? But just keep moving, okay? So weighted kayaks. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. And I didn't say this, but dip down as far as you can comfortably without pulling your body weight forward. So staying in that tall posture, try and extend those elbows right down to your hip. You are already halfway. Keep going. You've got this. "20 seconds. Last 10. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. Okay, I'll give you another 30-second break, and then I'm going to explain our last exercise today, and we're going to get through it a couple times, okay? So keep your weight close to you. This next exercise is going to be a version of a wood chop. So if you want your weight, and the other light object next to you might be nice. So something that's really light, and or your weight that you just used, okay? All right, here we go. So for a wood chop, if you're using a weight like this, which I think a couple of you might be, you can either hold it like this, which I'm going to demonstrate with because I actually like holding it like this for this exercise, or if it's better for your wrists, you can hold it like this, just like you did with the kayak, okay? If you're holding a light object like a ball or something, then obviously just hold as you see fit. Okay, and we're going to make a wood chop action. So when you're chopping wood, essentially it's making like a diagonal chop, right? But this time we're going to be rotating with it. So I'm going to be chopping up here, and it's like I'm going to turn and chop over to my hip, but I'm letting my body go with me, okay? And so some of us have done wood chops before in this class, but I did anti-rotational. So like, for instance, I think Janice might have left, but if she comes back, and Sydney, make sure we're not doing the anti-rotational where I want you staying upright. I actually want you to turn with it. Oh, there you are. Oh, because you changed your name. I'm used to seeing your full name up there. Okay, so it's a rotation. So I really do want that rotation in the chop. So this is slightly different than how I've done it in the past. Okay, and if you're standing, like Janice just said, just have soft knees. Okay, so here we go. 12 on one side. And 4, 5, 6, 7, feet solid, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Take a little breather. Woo! This will get your heart rate up. Okay, other side. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Rotate and rotate. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Okay, we're not setting this with anything. This is your last exercise today. So take a little break, and then we're going to hit this one more time before we do a twist to end, okay? Are we ready? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Over halfway. Two more. And that was 12. Okay, catching up. Other side. Here we go. And 3, 2, and 1. And exhale. Four more. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Good job, everybody. All right. Whew. Put that away. Get your sip of water. I'm going to start the timer. We're still nice and tall, feet still planted, and I'm just going to get everybody to do a nice twist. So I like to bring my hand onto my thigh, and I'm going to look over. So I want a full spiral of the head. So you're going to look over your shoulder, and we're on the clock for 30 seconds. Breathing. And good. Slowly unwind that. Other side. Same thing. Here we go. Hands on the thigh. Rotate nice and tall. And we're on the clock. Shoulders away from your ears. And slowly unwind. Okay, and let's just take 5 big shoulder rolls going backwards. Here we are. And 1. Nice and big. 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Good. Give your neck a little shake. Awesome job, everybody. Okay, so I had some good news that I forgot to say at the beginning. This program has been extended, and we received funding to extend until June of 2022. Yay! So for those of you that like to come, you won't get rid of me until then, maybe longer, but we're guaranteed. So aside from Christmas break, which I'll get those dates to you later, maybe Angela has those, we are solid every Thursday through into 2022, right into the summer. Okay, so thank you everybody for coming and working your hardest today. I hope that we can all come back to coming into our bodies even when some things are uncertain. And I hope you all have a great day. I'll stay on for another minute or two if anyone has any questions.